It's a wonderful place to be if you're interested in history.
When Carl Sandburg visited the campus in the 1920s, he said about Mercersburg that it was a place on which time had laid its hands.
The very buildings here were used as infirmaries following the Battle of Gettysburg.
I try to make an atmosphere which is fun and comfortable, but at the same time pushes the kids.
I've changed a lot. I've grown up.
Thinking is about coming up with different ideas and different answers, depending on who you are and what you value and how you read.
If everybody agreed on the same thing in class, we'd get nowhere.
Everybody here is learning. We're all learning.
I've learned a lot about myself. I love it.
The table's different.
It makes you feel like talking.
Brings the class closer.
Makes the teacher seem more human.
Nobody wants to be married to him.
He goes out to the woods and he gets drunk and he falls asleep. I mean, what kind of husband is that?
You'd like him if he was Jessica's husband, though, wouldn't you?
We get the kids to question the how and the why of an author.
Welcher Fluss ist bei Steuerhai?
It really helps us to learn how to talk in German to each other.
Suppose you want to remain with your race as opposed to integrate. Should the Constitution allow you to do that?
One of the reasons that people might not want to integrate themselves in the society is because the society has treated them like outcasts for so long that they don't want to be part of it.
Kids feel better about themselves, and they also know that more is expected of them in that setting.
You have to make an educated choice whether you want to be integrated or not, and you can't make that choice unless you start off at least being educated in an integrated way.
Listen to other people's viewpoints.
There's no right answer.
You have to learn how to think.
The thought of the day comes from Phil Fogley, class of '95. If you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly one.
This is my dormitory. It's Kyle Hall.
So, this is my dorm.
I've lived with most of the people since my freshman year.
All the freshman girls live on 3rd floor.
And this is my room right here.
I'm not promising super cleanliness.
Personally, I study on the couch.
This is where I spend most of my time when I study. This is my roommate, Rachel. She's working hard on her history paper right now, as you can see. I hear there's a lot of people interested in DJing.
Oh, that'd be cool. Are you going to do it? Did you do it last year?
No.
Living with students changes the way that you relate to them in the classroom.
I'm a floor master in Kyle Hall. It's a good rivalry between the dorms.
Happy birthday, dear Day.
Dorm life, it's busy, it's crazy, it's wonderful.
You get a little fired up, they yell and scream at each other.
We're just starting to light the candles and the smoke got to the fire alarm, so we had to interrupt the party.
So great. Happy birthday to you. Sparklers out. So
I've been here almost 10 years.
25 years.
I believe this is my 17th year. I started in the fall of 1979. We were driving to a rock climbing place one time, and all of a sudden I heard all the kids in the back of the van go, "Ah!" I think most of the kids like me, and I think that's because I like them. One of my students said to me the other day, you remind me of my father. He's 42, and he's not really grown up yet either. He does bungee jumping and all those kind of things. And I took that as a real compliment. Okay, one more move. A lot of kids see me as the guy you go rock climbing with. It does a lot in terms of developing their self-confidence. Here we have Aretha Franklin, The Temptations, Martin Luther King, Chuck Berry. I really prefer to let the kids see the types of things that I'm interested in, because I think it, just like it helps me to get a better view of what the kids are like in the different things that they do, I think it's really helpful for them to get a view of me that sees that I don't just teach physics. If the limit from the right and the limit from the left are different, It's not differentiable.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be continuously
That's correct.
differentiable.
The second one is continuous and differentiable at that point. Is that taking off the primer at all? We got started this fall buying old cars and rebuilding them. There's an awful lot of physics involved in a car. I've debated the idea of teaching a whole term course just based on an automobile. If you're going to get much done, you have to push people pretty hard. Shoot for the moon, you might land on the roof.
You seem to care very deeply.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm here. I guess everybody who knows me would say that.
Getting a little misty?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. I guess it's having an impact on people is what really matters. Trying to have a positive impact.
If you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. More than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kids on Route 66.
Irving Marshall Week is a week in which the school is divided into two societies.
Proud to be Marshall.
Oh, I'm definitely Irving.
Marshall's the best. It's just a lot of fun, you know, you can go out and cheer and just be crazy.
We compete in everything.
Cool.
1, 2, 3.
You might have two roommates. One is Irving and one is Marshall.
John Marshall, of course, was the famous Chief Justice of the Supreme Court.
Washington Irving, Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
I told you what Irving Marshall's all about. The desire and pride. Desire and pride. Who wants it more?
We're down by, I think, 100 points.
All week long, the fever has been building.
It's a close one.
We'll catch up, no problem.
It's going to be really interesting.
Thought of the day comes from Derek Bach. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance.
What do you think of my application for prefectship? Should I apply or?
Yeah, I definitely think you should. I think you got to be very careful not to overextend yourself, though. It's what schools like this are all about, I think. You know, we see each other in virtually every way that you can imagine.
It's good. It's good to have somebody, you know, your family's not here. It's good to have somebody that you can talk to and that you can trust.
I'm his history teacher.
Coach.
I'm his college advisor.
A mentor to me.
His family friend. You want somebody who's going to write you a good, positive recommendation. Ed is a wonderful young man, and he's someone who's really matured over the course of his 4 years here.
If you're going to claim yourself a divine right, absolute monarch, you should at least control the church.
You think Louis XIV used religion as a propaganda device?
He knows the material so well. He's a brilliant man.
Good turn, right there. Looking good today. That's a swing we need tomorrow now. We need some of those line drives out of you. Sometimes he has to think before he speaks. Doesn't always do that.
Who, me?
You think that's true?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's both of our problems.
Yes. Come on, guys. Play baseball out there, will ya? We're both very good at that. That's exactly right. It's both an asset and a liability.
I'm not the only one who's going to die on camera.
El coquí a mí me encanta, es tan lindo cantar del coquí.
This is my favorite place to be on campus. You can look out and see the chapel across the lawn, and it's a nice quiet place to study or read.
I'm reading a book called Lincoln at Gettysburg by Gary Wills, and it sheds a very different light on Lincoln. It shows him as an intellectual, as someone entrenched in the Enlightenment.
One of the most beautiful places on this campus is the Edwards Room.
I love all this wood, and the stained glass windows are beautiful. And it's nice to just be able to come here and sit on the ledge and read a book.
My favorite story that we read this year so far in English was Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. All the things that the main hero has to go through to protect his honor and his virtue is just, it's hilarious.
I sleep by my window.
I was here in the chapel garden with my 10th grade class, and we were reading the Iliad, and I was trying to explain to them the part about omens and the dream that Agamemnon had had about the snake eating the birds in the nest. And all of a sudden there was this rustling in the bushes, and we went over and parted the bushes, and there was a snake in a nest eating eggs. It was great.
Don't worry about it as a shape. That's going to happen when we do the shading.
Jason, Kathy, Tom Dugan.
I love Miss Stevens, I really do.
You haven't neglected the success part of it, but you need to develop the idea. I have students who meet with me regularly. Sarah is one of those because she really wants to improve her work.
So basically at the beginning, define more what is mental successes and
Right.
then tie it in throughout.
Exactly. When she sees the results and I see the results, it's worth it.
You're wide open there. You gotta go in after it, okay?
I don't want to be seen as old and stodgy. I even though I'm getting older now.
Stay on her, Beth. Stay on her. Don't let up.
I still remember very much what it was like to be in high school and how difficult it was often. Do you think you need to talk to his advisor about him? Peer Group is a program designed to help integrate 9th graders into the life of the school. I'm one of the faculty advisors, and we train the senior leaders.
And is it okay if Jordan comes with me?
She is a real beacon for a lot of the girls in this school who see her as a role model.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot.
I really respect her.
Congratulations.
Every year at graduation, I'm so saddened at the thought of people leaving.
Come back.
I don't see them as being kids. I see them as friends.
Thought for the day is, 2 men look out through the same bars, one sees the ground and the other the stars.
Come on, I've got some things cooking. We'll check it out. Look at these breads. These are julienne leeks. I want them to be healthy. We have the deli every day, 2 salad bars every day, vegetarian soup. This is my buddy here, buddy, 46 years. He's cooked more hamburgers, more fries than McDonald's. Kids from 30 to 40 different countries here.
If you're looking for a chili pepper to spice up your taco,
Every religious group,
he will give you a whole bunch of his own dried chili peppers.
probably every dietary need.
Seth, Andy, smile. Here we go.
Hi, my name's Dave Holford. I teach physics and math.
Hi, I'm Paul Gailey. I'm the school minister, playing drums.
I'm Joel Chase. I teach English here, playing piano tonight.
I teach history and religion. Tonight I'm waiting tables.
I normally teach biology, coach tennis and soccer, but tonight I'm the hors d'oeuvre man.
Fresh tomato concasse, fresh basil, can't beat it. Best restaurant in Mercersburg. We got a beautiful radicchio, peach nectar vinaigrette with nice cilantro, and we got prosciutto and rolled.
Every time I hear it, I feel a sense of fear and panic so strong I make myself sick.
You know when you're searching for apprehension and you find it? Don't be so happy about it. You're like,
Okay.
I wouldn't call it a phobia, apprehension. You gotta be like,
Okay.
you know.
I had a certain, well, I wouldn't say phobia, a certain apprehension.
It culminates with declamation.
Excitement and anticipation reign, O God.
Declamation is where the 5 best speakers from each side face off against each other with prepared pieces. It usually comes down to declamation to see who will win the contest.
Let's go, Mercer! I want to welcome you to this 103rd
annual competition between the John Marshall and Washington Irving Literary Societies.
A selection from Death and the Maiden by Ariel Dorfman.
A piece from Pounding Nails in the Floor with My Forehead by Eric Bogosian.
A Girl's Guide to Chaos by Cynthia Hymo.
You have not witnessed anything until you've seen some of our kids declaim.
I expected someone heavier, brutish looking with a permanent sneer on your face.
I mean, you come in here, make no effort at all. I'm supposed to jump around all over the place like some sort of puppet on a string, entertain you.
But what if it turns out that his favorite movie was Beaches, with the river runs through it a close second? Then I could fall in love. Then I'd really be terrified.
So well. I'm so proud of you.
It's a huge honor.
We did it for Marshall.
You're right. Well, we've been working on it for about 2 months.
1, 2, 3.
You want everyone to do so
Yeah,
well.
and everyone did do so well.
We all know each other, and
The judges will go now to North Cottage to deliberate and reach a decision. Their work won't be easy. When that decision is in hand, I will bring it over to the dance.
And the winner overall, Mark.
The best thing I ever did. Oh my gosh, it's the best. I see my friends at home and I wish they could be here with me. I love it.